What are you saying?
No, I'm talking. Boys, I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that.
Monsieur Champagne, est-ce que monsieur Trudeau est encore l'homme de la situation?
Sir, how do you deal with Trump when you can't even deal with your own caucus?
Does he still have your
We'll make
confidence?
sure.
Does
We'll
he
make
still
sure
have
that
your
we
confidence?
focus on what matters
Sir,
for Canadians.
does he
and
What
still
matters
have
to
your
Canadians?
confidence?
What matters to Canadians is that
Do you
Trudeau
still
is
have?
gone.
Do
Is
you
that a
still have
priority
confidence
for you?
in the Prime Minister?
No idea. I assume so.
Time to buy more popcorn.
But do you think
Do you want Frost?
Do you think
You do.
you think he should stay? Do you still have confidence in the Prime Minister? Do you still have confidence in the Prime Minister?
Comment est-ce que le premier ministre peut rester comme ça en
C'est
poste?
sa décision,
Do you
ça
have
a toujours
confidence in
été,
the Prime
ça a toujours
Minister?
été sa décision, oui.
But you
Absolument.
have confidence in him?
Oui, I do.
What about in English?
I don't.
Do you have confidence in the Prime Minister?
I have confidence that he'll always do the right thing.
What do you think is the right thing? What's the right thing?
Sir?
Well, that's really something that we're going to canvass in there.
Is it resigning?
Huh?
Is it resigning? Is resigning the right thing, sir?
Well, that's a discussion we have to have in there, guys.
But when you say you're going to canvass, does that mean you expect there to be some sort of vote on his leadership tonight?
No, I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
What does the right thing mean to you?
All right.
Mr. Hardy, sir, I didn't catch everything. So did you say you do still have confidence in the Prime Minister?
I have confidence he'll make the right decisions.
Meaning what?
Meaning that, you know,
And does all his cabinet have confidence in the Prime
I
Minister?
can't really get a ton, you know, deep into this at this moment. I think we just need to simply, you know, hear what the room has to say and see what happens next. We might have more to say after. Okay?
Is he really just a gimmick? Do you have confidence in the Prime Minister?
He is the Prime Minister, so.
But that doesn't mean you have confidence in him, do you?
Oh, he is the Prime Minister, so.
So that's
We're
not a
going
yes or no
to
answer.
the
Do you
national
think he should
con.
stay Prime Minister?
Well, let's see what's happening here. But he is the Prime Minister right
Should he
now.
step down as leader of the Liberal Party?
We're going to have a national caucus meeting, and let's see what.
What do you think?
Minister Freeland, or Ms. Freeland just went in there. What do you think she's in there for?
I have a great relationship with both Minister Freeland and the Prime Minister. I respect them both a lot, and you know they serve the country well. And Chrystia is a great person. Thank you.
Mr. Do you have confidence in the Prime Minister?
I do. I have no other comment. Thank you.
What are you expecting from this meeting?
We'll see.
Mr. Collins, what are you going to say to the Prime Minister tonight?
Resign.
It's over there.
So he should resign?
Yes.
What's your message? What's your message to the Prime Minister?
Why go public?
It's a loaded question today, isn't it? What I will tell you is I'm very disappointed that Chrystia Freeland has left the cabinet. I have tremendous amount of respect for her, and I have a lot of confidence in her abilities. I think it's a huge loss for Canadians at this time, and I wish her the very best.
What do you make of her reasonings? What do you make of what she said in the letter and why she resigned?
I haven't spoken to her personally, so I only know what she's already written and disclosed. But I do believe that she felt very strongly about the job that she was entrusted to do. And I think she felt that she wasn't given the liberty at this stage to do it in a way that she felt was
Can the Prime Minister
necessary.
Do you believe?
Can the Prime Minister stay on?
It's going to be the Prime Minister's decision, not
Do you want
mine.
him to resign?
Do you have confidence in the Prime Minister?
Excuse me, folks. You can just make some
Do
way.
you want him to resign?
Excuse me, folks. If you can just make some
Excuse
way.
me, folks.
Excuse me,
I'm
folks.
trying to
If
get
you
into
just
a
move
meeting
back.
here.
Do you still have confidence
We just
in
need to
the
make some
Prime
space,
Minister,
please.
Mr. Fraser?
Should the Prime Minister make some space? Do you still have confidence in the Prime Minister?
I'm not even sure who's talking to me.
Mr. McGinty,
Are you going to step down so Mark
it's our understanding that you were asked to resign in order to give Mark Carney a place to run. Is that correct?
That's absolutely false.
And will you
That's
give him
absolutely
space?
false.
You weren't asked?
I'm looking forward to representing my constituents,
Do you
as
have,
I have been
were you asked?
for the last 21
Were you
years.
asked to resign?
Absolutely not.
Were you asked to take a different job?
Absolutely not.
Okay, and do
I'm
you
looking
think,
forward to, you know, there's a lot of hearsay, a lot of speculation, a lot of gossip going on. You'll forgive me, I just spent, I think this is going to my 40-hour week this week at a skiff looking at some pretty important security and intelligence issues. That's what I'm focused on. Plus my constituents.
Do you think the Prime Minister should resign?
I think the Prime Minister should look at what he's doing, look at the caucus, meet with us, have a discussion, and we'll see where we get to.
What are you going to raise in there?
But it's an
I'm
open
gonna
question
listen.
then. It's for you, it's an open question then.
I'm going to listen to what the Prime Minister, what my colleagues have to say. I'm sure my colleague Minister Freeland made a very difficult decision. I respect her for it. That's not an easy thing to do. But what I really keep focused on, folks, is 41 million people. That's who we are here for. That's what I got elected to serve. That's what I'm doing here after 21 years. That's what I'm doing here after 21 years.
What is the Prime Minister's path to staying on, though, right now?
Well, the Prime Minister can continue to work hard to earn the trust of the caucus, of his colleagues, of the Canadian people. There's lots of progress.
But if he can't govern the party, how can he govern the country?
You have to ask him that.
It's this way.
This meeting's this way.
Appreciate it.
Freeland said that the government
he should stay on, though,
the
Mr.
economy.
McGuinty?
Is that fair?
I didn't
Is
hear a
it
word
fair
you
when
said.
Freeland says their government's mismanaging the economy and
I'm going into a caucus meeting.
What do you want to hear from him?
Whatever he wants to tell us.
Do you think he should stay as Prime Minister?
I'm trying to get into a caucus
Why are
meeting.
you not?
Talk
Why do you think
after.
Is the GST just a gimmick? Is the GST rebate just a gimmick?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Can I go back a tiny bit? Whoever's there? Is that Ian? Whoever's back there, thank you.
Je garde mon opinion à l'intérieur, pas
Est-ce
ici.
que vous avez confiance envers M. Trudeau? Pourquoi est-ce que vous répondez pas? Pourquoi est-ce que vous répondez pas?
Tu penses que j'ai peur de vous?
Non, mais
Is the Prime Minister staying? Mr. Guilbeault?
Watch out! Watch out! We're at the stairs! Watch out!
Monsieur Seri, est-ce que le Premier ministre doit rester? Est-ce que le Premier ministre doit rester? Monsieur Miller, est-ce que vous pensez que le Premier ministre doit rester? Vous n'avez pas d'avis?
Whoever's here, you've got to let me get through.
Est-ce que le Premier ministre doit rester?
Do you still support the Prime Minister?
Est-ce que vous appuyez le Premier ministre?
Prime
Est-ce que le Prime Minister
Est-ce que vous dire ce qui arrive avec M. Trudeau?
M. Trudeau a fait une apparition au caucus. Comment ça s'est passé? Est-ce qu'il peut rester?
Est-ce qu'il demeure, M. Champagne? Est-ce qu'il demeure?
Laissez-le parler.
M. Trudeau reste en poste. Alors, pour nous, ce qu'on doit faire maintenant, c'est de se préparer de la meilleure façon pour défendre l'intérêt des Canadiens, l'intérêt des travailleurs et l'intérêt du pays. Alors, c'est ça qu'on va focaliser dans les prochaines semaines.
Est-ce qu'il demeure? Est-ce qu'il va rester, M. Champagne? Monsieur McKinnon, est-ce que Justin Trudeau va demeurer chef?
Je ne discute pas de rencontre de caucus.
Mais les Canadiens veulent savoir.
Je ne discute pas de rencontre de caucus.
Mr. Casey, is Prime Minister Trudeau staying on as leader?
It's Pulaski.
Pulaski, sorry. You look like Sean Casey.
Yeah, I know.
So what's going on?
What I learned is that it's a week before Christmas, and as my mother used to say, enjoy this Christmas because you're not going to get it back.
Et M. Trudeau, qu'en est-il? Est-ce qu'il reste?
M. Trudeau, c'est mon chef. M. Trudeau travaille très fort.
Est-ce qu'il va rester du caucus?
M. Trudeau va sortir lui-même.
Il va venir nous parler?
Il a fait...
Mais Noël s'en vient.
Mais M. McGuinty, il a fait une apparition. Madame Bibeau,
est-ce que M. Trudeau va rester?
On a tourné la page. Il nous parle pas.
Alors, je ne sais pas si vous m'entendez, mais c'est un peu serré ici. On a des difficultés à bouger et on tente de parler au plus de temps.
Is the Prime Minister staying on? What's your understanding leaving this?
Staying on, sir?
Is the Prime Minister staying on? You still have confidence? Monsieur Tourne.
Were you satisfied by that meeting?
Confidence in him? Avez-vous encore confiance?
Are you satisfied by that meeting? Do you have confidence?
Is the Prime Minister staying on? Can you just clarify?
Is the Prime Minister saying whether he's staying? Were you satisfied with what you heard from the Prime Minister? Did the Prime Minister indicate what he's doing? Is he staying?
I got at the end, and because it's my birthday today, I walked in, and the Prime Minister started singing happy birthday to me, so that broke up the meeting.
Okay, well, do you want the Prime Minister to stay on?
Absolutely. He'll stay in as long as the Canadian people want him to stay on.
Happy birthday.
You get reminded.
Of course I do. I answered on the way in. I still have confidence.
Is he going to stay? Is he going to stay on?
Did he say the Prime Minister? What do you understand about the Prime Minister? We were not. We were the Prime Minister.
Noël, merci. Bonsoir.
Les conversations au caucus restent au caucus.
Et pour les Canadiens, ils veulent savoir si M. Trudeau va rester.
Est-ce que vous lui faites encore confiance? You still have confidence in the Prime Minister, Mr. Sajjan?
Yes. Does he have the full confidence of the caucus?
He has the confidence of the
Was
caucus.
he asked to leave by any member
People
of the
ask for
caucus?
him to step down in that meeting.
What stays in caucus stays in caucus.
Madame Diab, est-ce que vous avez confiance en Premier ministre Trudeau? Est-ce qu'il a votre confiance? Oui ou non?
Which was a pretty stark condemnation of the government's policy and approach.
Well, for the reasons I just said. I think he has the confidence of the caucus. I mean, Minister Freeland made a decision, and I respect her. And let me just say very clearly, I have the utmost respect for Chrystia Freeland. She's been my friend, is my friend, and I think she did a great job as finance minister.
Did she speak there tonight?
I'm not talking about
What do you make of her? What do you make of her showing up to caucus?
Good for her.
Was
I
it-
think that's fantastic that she showed up.
Was
She's
it-
a member of caucus. She's proud to be a member of caucus. And that's why she was there.
Sorry, what was the purpose of the meetings today then?
Well, we're going to be leaving for 6 weeks. We adjourn tomorrow. We're not having a caucus meeting on Wednesday.
It wasn't on
Can
the
you
agenda.
clarify
I do
though?
lots of things that aren't on my agenda.
Clarify though, was it a misplay of the Prime Minister to tell his finance minister 3 days before she's to table his
I
fall
don't know.
update.
I don't know what he told the finance.
She said
Well,
what was said
sending
in
a
the
letter
letter
that
today,
she's gonna
right?
be
She
fired.
Then talk
she
to
told
her.
you all why. She said he told her Friday.
Well, then
he
you
wanted
should,
her
then
out
you
of
should
the
be
job.
talking to her, not me.
But why
But
would
what do
I
you,
can
but
only
was
tell
that
you
good
what I
enough
think.
for you?
Why
Is that
does
explanation?
that show good judgment from the Prime Minister?
Does what show good judgment?
The fact that he decided to tell his finance minister he was going to fire her before expecting her to deliver the fall update.
We all serve at the pleasure of the Prime Minister. That's nothing that.
But is there a point?
Did she speak in there, Mr. Phillips?
As I said, I'm not telling you what happened in the
What did the Prime
But is
Minister
there a
say
point
about
where
his
there's too
future?
many crises that the Prime Minister needs to go?
Prime Minister said in his future that he's going to meet with some people tonight, and he's looking forward to the Christmas party tomorrow night.
Do you understand he's staying
there
on
a
as
point
leader?
where
What's your
parties-
understanding?
Party? You're kidding.
Can the Prime Minister stay on? You were one of the ministers who was rumored to maybe resign today. Are you staying in cabinet?
I'm of course in cabinet. No, of course I'm in cabinet. I'm just not at this time. Look, there's a lot to take in today, and so at this moment I'm not prepared to say anything.
But you're weighing your future, though?
No, I'm here for the long run.
What about the Prime Minister? Should he be here for the long run?
Your concerns in the letter today, sir, have they changed in the last 15 meetings? No, they haven't.
James Maloney says that caucus is united behind the Prime Minister. Is that correct?
No.
He says that. Can you just pause for a second to explain?
Can you describe this meeting? Can you characterize the meeting?
I'm not going to breach confidentiality in terms of what happened in caucus, but I can say we're not united. There's still a number of our members who feel we need a change in leadership. I'm one of those. We fear what a Make Canada Great Again agenda from Mr. Poilievre means to our constituents. And I think the only path forward for us is to choose a new leader and present a new plan to Canadians with a different vision.
Can you give a scale?
How many?
You say some of your MPs. How many?
What makes a difference in
Have to ask that.